Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Bellevue. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network. Yes, 6th week of the season, and we're finally doing a game at a place other than Centennial. Father Ryan versus Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb, the Fighting Irish, 1-2-1. The Ice Tigers, the defending Predators Cup champions, 4-0 coming into tonight. These two teams met twice earlier this year in a span of 23 days and played two incredible games. The Irish beat Ensworth 3-2 here on the Terry Crisp Rink in Bellevue on January 22nd in the regular season, kept Ensworth being the one seed for the Predators Cup. And then on Valentine's Day, they played that incredible winners bracket semifinal where Ensworth won 1-0 in overtime. Hudson Honeybone scoring the game's only goal with just 8 seconds in the extra period. As the music is winding down. And let's go over the final scores from last week. We've got a couple from tonight, and we have a big shocker from tonight. So let's just go over the scores from last week. Last Monday, Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill, and Independence BA USN Nashville Christian finished in a 3-3 tie. Hendersonville Beach Lawson beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 5-1. JP2MLK beat Franklin 4-1. On Wednesday, Hendersonville Beach Lawson beat Summit Page 4-3. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 2-1, just 2-1. Centennial FRA beat Brentwood 5-1. And on Thursday, the Tennessee Outlaws beat Ravenwood 2-0. Ravenwood only had 10 skaters. They were missing Cooper Hill, Liam Powell, pretty much all their big guns, but they still managed to outshoot the Outlaws 33-14. Dawson Reynolds with a 33 save shutout against the team that were Predators Cup runners-up last year. And two of tonight's final scores, the Rutherford Rampage beat Mount Juliet 7-3, but that's not the big shock. Station Camp Liberty Creek beat Montgomery Bell 4-2. The Big Red lose for the first time this year. Keith Groom's first win as Station Camp head coach is against the Big Red. What a victory that is for the Bison. And going on right now, we got Summit Page and Brentwood tied at 1. That game should be getting close to the third period. And coming up in a few moments here on the Crisp Rink in Bellevue, the Irish against Ensworth. And getting underway at 8:35 over on Rink A at Centennial, Montgomery County Rangers taking on Ravenwood. Pray for the Rangers, folks. That could be bad. Here are the standings with those two games from tonight in the books. Hendersonville Beach Lawson atop the standings at 5-1-1, 5 wins, a loss, and a tie. Franklin in second at 5-1. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb and JP2MLK both at 4-0. Ravenwood and Summit Page both at 3-1. MBA at 2-1-1, 2 wins, a loss, and a tie. The Outlaws and Centennial FRA both at 2-2. The Rutherford Rampage now 2-3-1. Father Ryan 1-2-1. Station Camp Liberty Creek and Brentwood now both 1-3-1. Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill 0-5-2, 5 losses and 2 ties. Independence BA USN Nashville Christian 0-5-1, 5 losses and a tie. And Montgomery County are at 0-5. Let's talk about the two teams playing our featured game tonight. First up, Father Ryan, coached by Kyle Dora. 1-2-1 coming into tonight, opened the season with a 3-2 loss to JP2 on September 16th. A week later, September 23rd, lost 4-2 to Rutherford. Got a 2-2 tie again with MBA on September 30th, and then on October 10th, they beat the Outlaws 4-1. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Colin Sullivan and Gage Hart each have 5 points. Hart with 5 points from 4 goals and an assist. Sullivan with 5 points from 3 goals and 2 assists. Brendan Malloy has 2 points from a goal and an assist. Jude Whipple with 2 points from assists. Sam Halloran and Danny Levy each with a point from a goal. Ridgeway Lambert and Curtis Newman each have a point from an assist. Moving on to goalie play. Jack Karpenick played in that game against the Outlaws. His first appearance, so his record 1-0. He made 21 saves on 22 shots, played the full 42 minutes. Goals against average so far 1.07, save percentage 9.55. Zach Fonsbeck has played in the other 3 games, so his record is 0-2-1. He's played 126 minutes, goals against average of 3.21, save percentage of 880. He's allowed 9 goals on 75 shots, turned away the other 66. and he has no shutouts. And Jack Carpenter doesn't have a shutout either. Let's move on to Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb, coached by Tim McAllister, 4-0. Open the season with a 6-0 win over Centennial FRA on September 16th. Beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 9-2 on September 25th. Whipped up on Montgomery County 15-1 on October 9th. And last Wednesday beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 2-1. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Lucas Tarquin, the leading scorer. He has 10 points from 3 goals and 7 assists. Trex Hooper, 9 points from 7 goals and 2 assists. Jackson Malleus-Mayer, 7 points from 4 goals and 3 assists. Hudson Honeybone, 6 points from 4 goals and 2 assists. Henry Cravens and Spencer Kern each with 5 points from 3 goals and 2 assists. Charlie Bonnert, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Jack Stooner and Weston Herringer each with 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Emmett Zakos with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Beckett Adams with 2 points from assists. Henry Esser, Joseph Simonetti, Will Copeland, and Heath Hudi all have a point from a goal. And Clayton Forbes and Logan Campbell each with a point from an assist. On to goalie play. Bingston Soundara has played in 2 games, started 1. He started the game against Centennial. His record is 1-0. He's played 62 minutes, goals against average of 0. He's allowed no goals on 15 shots, so his save percentage is at 100. Ruben Allen has played in 3 games. 3 of those were starts, so his record 3-0. He's played 105 minutes, allowed 4 goals and 28 shots, turned away the other 26. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .8 or .857. And his goals against average is 1.71. Bingston Soundara, after Ruben Allen allowed the 1 goal to Montgomery County on October 9th, they replaced him with Bingston Soundara. Bingston Soundara didn't face a shot. So all 15 of the shots he's faced so far this season came from Centennial a month ago. Now, I'm pretty sure that will not be the case tonight. Summit out shooting Brentwood 31-6. It's still tied at 1. Wow. As it looks like, well, the warm-up is done. We should be getting ready to go in this one. We'll be featuring Summit Wednesday night when they take on Station Camp. Boy, if I'm Station Camp, I'm licking my chops at maybe pulling off another upset because Summit can't seem to beat Andrew Sally. Ready to go with this one. Bingston Soundara in goal for Ensworth. Looks like Jack Karpanek in goal for Father Ryan. For this first period, Ensworth carried the puck from my left to right, Father Ryan from my right to left. Ensworth with the puck in the Father Ryan zone to start the game. Spencer Kern passing up to the left point. And a shot from Hudson Honeybone misses the net to the left of Karpanek. I'm going to check and make sure that that is correct, as Karpanek has to make a save from out high, and that took the first 23 seconds off the clock. Yes, it is Jack Karpanek in net. Zach Fonsbeck, I don't see him on the bench, so he must not be here. Or maybe he's in street clothes. Puck up at the left point. Here's Spencer Kern. Moving to the slot, a shot blocked away by Karpanek. And a clearing attempt stolen, and here's a shot in the slot, and Kern went off a shin. Went off a Father Ryan shin, and the Irish finally able to clear the puck out. And it appears that the Irish players are wearing their actual jerseys. I hope that's the case. They bring the puck out of the Ensworth zone, and here's Colin Sullivan in the slot. Out of their zone into the Ensworth zone. Colin Sullivan in the slot. Tried to get off a backhander, had to go to the near side boards. Puck now in the left wing corner. Hudson Honeybone comes up with it, trying to carry it around to the far side. Banks it off the far boards, and it's out at center. Lucas Tarquin with it. Into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing side. Got space to shoot. Tried to shoot, but it was blocked by Merrick McCullers on the back check. Puck back in the Ensworth zone. It's behind the net, sent around the wall to the far side. Ice Tigers bring it out to center again, but they lose it. Now it's brought back into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side, and a shot goes past the net to the left of Soundara. That shot coming from Gage Hart, the dangerous Father Ryan freshman. Was that Hart? No, I think it was number 23. Maybe it was Gage Hart. I don't know. Anyway, here's Colin Sullivan behind the Ensworth net. Passing it out to the left point. Comes back to Sullivan. Now he passes out to the far point. Daniel Libby passing down the right wing to number 23. Puts it out in front. Oh, but unable to get a redirect was Brandon Malloy. And the puck sent back into the Father Ryan zone by the Ice Tigers. Now back the other way comes Curtis Newman into the Ensworth zone. Try to go to the left wing, got knocked down. I wonder if that's Parker Causey still wearing number 23 like he was a couple weeks ago. Puck in the Ensworth zone on the far side, and a shot from Noah Deffenbaugh was blocked before it could get to the net. Puck now trickling to the near side. Ice Tigers try to get it out. Father Ryan held it in. Puck now over on the near side. Logan Green tried to pass it ahead to Henry Esser, but it was going behind Esser. Puck kept alive by the Irish at the blue line. Ensworth get it back, and finally Esser whacks it out as it comes his way in the middle of the ice. Puck back in the Irish zone. Father Ryan with it. Out at center with it is Thomas McTasney. Taking a shot in the left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Turned away by Soundara. First shot on goal of the game for the Irish. And there's another chance. It's blocked. Comes to McTasney again. His shot blocked. And then he gets up another shot that goes across the front of the net. Puck out at center. Spencer Kern overskated it, but here's Trex Hooper into the Irish zone. Got Merrick McCullers on the back check, knocking it away. Puck now in the left wing corner. Oh, and falling over, trying to get control of it, was Joseph Simonetti. Irish able to get it out to center. Henry Cravens with it for the Ice Tigers. Maneuvered his way around one defender, lost the puck for a moment, brings it back into the Irish zone. A shot from the right wing off the right leg pad of Carpenek. Now Father Ryan leading a 2-on-1 over the pass over to McTasney. Misses him. Puck inside the Ensworth zone. And they were trying to drop it off to Parker Causey, but now it's taken back by the Ice Tigers. Here's Hudson Honeybone in the Irish zone. A shot from the bottom of the left circle, turned away by Carpenek. Puck out on the near side of the Irish zone, brought to center by Gage Hart. Freshman who scored a goal in all four of the Irish's. Ensworth will definitely need to watch him as Henry Cravens dumps the puck back into the Father Ryan zone from just behind the Irish blue line. Parker Causey falls to his knees, still passes ahead to Hart, who's out at center, but then Hart misplays it, gives it away to Spencer Kern. Tried to step around Causey, fell down, and now here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer back in the Father Ryan zone. Could not get around Curtis Newman, trying to go down the slot. Hudson Honeybone to the right point, trying to flip the puck down low. But Parker Causey clears it out, and Colin Sullivan will backhand it into the Ensworth end, picked up by Honeybone. He passes to the far side, off the stick of Malleus-Mayer. Causey with it past the slot. Sullivan had it hop over his stick blade. Puck in the left wing corner. Honeybone. Had it knocked off his stick, put out in front, intercepted by Malleus-Mayer. No, I'm sorry, Malleus-Mayer with it. I think it was intercepted by Spencer Kern. Malleus-Mayer drops it back in the Father Ryan zone, but nowhere near it was Charlie Bonnert. He did not know it was coming his way. Irish were able to get it out. Bonnert's going to bring it in on the right wing side. Oh, but it gets away from him as Merrick McCullers was on the back check. Now here's Lucas Tarquin passing it up to the right point. Comes back to Tarquin. Tarquin moving down the left wing, gets on a backhander, turned away by Carpenek. Tarquin with it again. Falls over in the left wing corner. That left wing corner must be slick. It's the second time an Ensworth player has fallen over there. And Colin Sullivan is going to end up icing the puck on the far side. 7:18 to go. A couple seconds ticked off there. 7:18 to go on the first. No goals on the board. We just had a really long stretch of play without a whistle. Oh, Brentwood now leading Summit 2-1 near the midway point of the third. Jack Schultz with a go-ahead goal. Oh, my goodness, Summit. Are you about to lose? Draws to the right of Karpanek. Won by the Irish. They get it out to center, but getting knocked down on the far wall was, I think it's Emma Causey, number 92. Noah Deffenbaugh trying to steer the puck back into the Ensworth zone, prevented from doing so. Here's Danny Libby trying to backhand it up the near side. Brendan Malloy pushes it over the line, but it's immediately cleared out by number 23 for Ensworth. Emmett Zakos wearing number 23 tonight. Zakos is listed as number 57 on my roster, my Ensworth roster, so his jersey must have not come in yet. Puck out on the far side at center, steered the other way by Weston Herringer. Now it's back in the Ensworth zone on the far side. Ravenwood already up 1-0 on Montgomery County. Yeah, pray for Montgomery County, folks. They might give up 20 goals and be unable to get off any shots. Oh, two Father Ryan players collide at center. Backing into Thomas McTasney was number 33. I'm not sure who's wearing number 33. He's not even listed on the box score. Here's Spencer Kern inside the Father Ryan zone. Puck poked off his stick. Coming in from behind to get off a shot that's gloved and held onto by Karpanek is Joseph Simonetti. 5:24 to go. And it's still zip-zip. Draws to the left of Karpanek. One by Ensworth, but unable to keep it in the zone was Beckett Adams. Puck passed out to the slot in the Ensworth zone by Parker Causey, intercepted by Hudson Honeybone and cleared out. Now here's Trex Hooper back into the Father Ryan zone, double teamed into the puck poked away. It's going to be carried out to center. Pretty sure that's Gage Hart wearing number 28 tonight. He was wearing number 33 a couple weeks ago against MBA. Ensworth come up with the puck, try and get it out. Father Ryan holding into the blue line. It was Merrick McCullers who kept it in at the left point. Sent it back down low. Now it's on the far side. Oh, Trex Hooper tried to get it out. He'll have to carry it out himself. Brings it into the Father Ryan zone. Shot on the right wing side. Blocked by the shins of McCullers. And we got a Father Ryan player falling over on the near side. It's hard. We got players falling all over the place tonight for the Irish. Or both sides, excuse me. This ice must be pretty slick. Ice Tigers clear the puck out to center. And sent back into the Ensworth zone. Put out in front by Brendan Malloy, but unable to get a stick on it. Going right to the front of the net was Noah Deffenbaugh. Now the puck carried to center by Honeybone. Honeybone back into the Father Ryan zone. Left the puck behind him. He was trying to go to shoot, but when he started to shift, maybe to go to the slot, the puck got away from him. Now it's carried back into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side by Danny Libby. Libby firing it over the net from the goal line on the right wing side. Curtis Newman tried to pass to the slot. Held in by Danny Libby at the blue line. That's behind the net. Honeybones sending it around to the far side. Noah Deffenbaugh is going to get to it. Try and send it to the front of the net, and it actually hit off the outside of the left-hand post, and then Emma Causey got up a shot that would have to be stopped by Soundara with a left leg pad. Now back the other way, going to the net. The Father Ryan had a shot blockered away by Carbonek. That was Jackson Malleus-Mayer, who suddenly broke loose. Got off a shot that was turned away by Carbonek. 3:10 to go in the first, still zip. Puck in the Father Ryan zone. And it comes to the front of the net, and again, Carpenek stops and covers. .231 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Wow, Summit Page have outshot Brentwood 42-8, and they're losing 2-1 very late in the game. Puck inside the Father Ryan zone after the draw. Now it's in the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Colin Sullivan with it. Drops it behind the net. Henry Cravens gets to it. Backhands it to the far side. Jackson Malleus-Mayer flips it ahead. Charlie Bonnert can't get to it at center. Merrick McCullough sends it back the other way, but it hits the skates of Lucas Tarquin. Jackson Malleus-Mayer tried to kick it ahead. Now it's back in the Ensworth zone. Hudson Honeybone picks it up, carries it out to the far side. Back in the Father Ryan end on the right wing. Gets off a shot. Stopped by Carbonek. He tried to cover it up with a glove. It hit off his left leg pad. Puck cleared out. But Henry Cravens has it at center. Cravens brings it back into the Father Ryan zone. On the right wing side, a shot over the net. Colin Sullivan will bring it out. Try to pass it over to Gage Hart. That was broken up by Henry Cravens. Henry Esser dumps it back into the Father Ryan zone. Carpenek left it, I think, for Merrick McCullers. Final minute of the first. Puck carried to center by Colin Sullivan. Sullivan sends it into the Ensworth zone, but it's intercepted and immediately cleared out. Logan Green had it taken away inside the Father Ryan zone, sent out to center. He sends it back in. Merrick McCullers with it now. Banks it off the inboards behind the net, comes back to McCullers. And puck sent the other way by Father Ryan. Icing waved off. Under 30 seconds left in the first now. And Emmett Zakos is going to end up icing the puck himself from near side of his own zone, and the clock stops with 16.6 seconds to go in the first. Still no goals on the board as got a draw to the right of Bingston Soundara. Draw one by Ensworth. Beckett Adams passing it up the far side to center. Spencer Kern, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone, drops it back. Trex super close again, a shot, missed the net. To the left of Carpenek. Actually, they're saying Carpenek got a piece of it. They put the shot up on the board, puck carried to center, and that's it for the first. Jack Carpenter making 9 saves on 9 shots. Bingston Soundara only needing to turn away 2, and after 1 period, Father Ryan and Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb, no goals on the board here in Bellevue. The second period, Bingston Soundara still in goal for Ensworth. Jack Carbonek still in goal for Father Ryan for this second period. Father Ryan will carry the puck from my left to right. Ensworth from my right to left. And Brentwood have just beaten Summit 3-1, despite being outshot 43-8. So Brentwood are now 2-3-1. Summit now 3-2. Here's Hudson Honeybone. Oh, left circle. Whiffed on the shot attempt, even though he had space. So man, that's 2 back-to-back bad losses for Summit. Lost last Wednesday to Hendersonville. Now they've lost to Brentwood. Spencer Kern passing the puck up to the left point. Hudson Honeybone passes over to the right point. Slap shot from Henry Cravens. Gloved and held on to by Carbonek. 13-14 to go in the first. No goals on the board. Draw is going to be to the left of Carbonek. Won by Ensworth. Puck in front and a shot over the net. Puck out at center. Now it's in the Ensworth zone behind the net. Number 33 trying to come out in front, put it off the outside of the near side of the net, left-hand side of the net. Ensworth tried to clear, kept it at the left point. I'm still not sure who's wearing number 33. I texted Stephen Henry. He hadn't gotten back to me yet. It doesn't say who's wearing number 33 on the live box score. Brendan Malloy carries the puck to center. Puck sent back into the Ensworth zone. It's in the right wing corner. Backhanded around to the far side by Hedger. Comes up to the left point. Malloy holds it in. Shot was blocked. No, it was not Malloy. It was Gavin Thornburg, and Ensworth end up icing the puck. 11:40 to go in the second and this one. It's now 4-0 Ravenwood over Montgomery County. They're still in the first. That's no surprise. And Montgomery County have actually gotten a shot on goal. Draw is to the right of Soundara, won by Father Ryan. Merrick McCullers shot in the slot, blocked. And then he gets off a rebound try that goes off the left leg pad of Soundara. Another shot from McCullers at the right point. Misses the net. Actually was blocked down low, and then shot from near the net, went over the net. Puck back in the Father Ryan end. McCullers with it, able to bring it out to center. Back in the Ensworth zone on the right wing side, shot over the net. Puck out on the far side. Gavin Thornburg trying to tap it down the wall. It's intercepted. And passed ahead. Lucas Tarquin. No, I'm sorry, it's not Lucas Tarquin. That's who's wearing number 16 for Ensworth tonight. Was Joseph? Okay, it's Joseph Simonetti wearing number 16. Logan Campbell's wearing number 20. Joseph Simonetti is listed as number 20 on the roster. Puck carried to center. Henry Cravens into the Father Ryan zone, down the slot, but it got away from him. He was double-teamed, unable to hang on to the puck. Puck was jabbed away by Jack Carbonek. Here's a backhander from the slot, and Trex Hooper that misses the net to Carbonek's left. There's a big tie-up for the puck right at the blue line in front of the Ensworth bench. They finally had to blow the whistle on it. 10-11 to go in the second. Still zip between these two. Oh, wow. Montgomery County have 4 shots on Ravenwood. I really thought Ravenwood weren't going to allow any. Draws in front of the Ensworth bench, won by the Ice Tigers. Hudson Honeybone brings it into the Father Ryan zone. And from the right point, the puck is sent past the net by Beckett Adams. Comes out to the slot, unable to keep it in his stick with Spencer Kern. Whiffing on it, trying to clear was Brendan Malloy. Kern pokes it away from him for a moment. Malloy able to clear on the second attempt. And Noah Deffenbaugh falls over right at the Ensworth blue line, so back the other way go the Ice Tigers. Spencer Kern in the slot. Nice back checking by Curtis Newman to knock the puck away. Puck carried up to the blue line by Kern. Kern finds some room in the middle. Goes down the slot to the net. A shot missed the net. Maybe it went off the stick handle of Carbonek on its way by, but that was Ensworth's best chance for a bit. Trex Hooper now on the right wing corner. Battling away. Puck behind the net. Logan Campbell trying to put it out in front. Campbell again, up, puck got away from him. He gets it back. Passes up to the left point. Hudson Honeybone moving to the slot. Turns around, passes it over to Campbell. Puck passed down low to Spencer Kern in the left wing corner. Kern finds some space, goes to the slot. But now backs up towards the blue line. Now he starts moving down again. Another shot blocked. Puck went into the right wing corner. Okay, they say it went off of Carbonek. It looked to me like it was blocked before it ever got to him. Here's Honeybone along the blue line, out to the far side, carrying it down the wall. Honeybone with a shot from an odd angle, turned away by Carbonek. Right circle, a shot from Logan Campbell blocked. Trex Hooper behind the net, lost the puck. Curtis Newman whips it around the wall. And it's going to go all the way down to the Ensworth end for an icing. I thought Hudson Honeybone touched it on its way out. I guess he didn't. 7:53 to go in the second. Still zip. Draw is going to be to the right of Carbonek. Won by the Ice Tigers. Couple shots were blocked. Irish tried to clear, held into the blue line by Emmett Zakos, but number 33 takes it, carries it the other way. knocked off his stick as he tried to go to the Ensworth net. Here's Merrick McCullers at the left point. A shot blocked, and it's cleared out on the far side at center. Jackson Malleus-Mayer gets to it, brings it into the Father Ryan zone, and it poked off his stick on the back check by Danny Libby. It's Charlie Bonnert. Had the puck get away from him for a second and forced to the blue line, and puck knocked off his stick by Thomas McTastney. Puck now back in the Ensworth zone. It's behind the net. Oh, and Lucas Tarquin could not get around McTastney. He lost the puck in, dropped his stick. Ensworth able to get it out of the zone. Puck out on the far side at center. Here's Malleus-Mayer carrying it back into the Father Ryan zone. Gets around McCullers. Tried an on-angle shot, turned away by Karpanek at the left-hand post, his left-hand post. Puck in the right wing corner. McCullers sending it around the wall to the near side, hoping Ridgeway Lambert can clear it out. And he sends it out to center. It's on the far side of the Ensworth zone. Hudson Honeybone's going to get to it. Here's Henry Cravens. Carrying the puck through center. Back into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Gets off a shot. Turned away by Karpanek. Puck put out in front. It was whiffed on, I think, by Henry Esser. Put out in front for Logan Green. Couldn't get a stick on it. Carried out on the near side by Colin Sullivan. Backhanded up the near side boards. Gage Hart with it. Tried to backhand it in front to Sullivan. I think it may have just glanced off the stick of Hudson Honeybone to prevent that chance. Now here's Honeybone with it again. Passing it ahead. Now it comes back to him. He's at center. Into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing side. Honeybone stops, shoots, blocked it away by Karpanek. Here's Trex Hooper, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone, around the back of the net. Comes out to the left circle, gets off a shot, stopped and held on to by Karpanek. 5:11 to go in the second. Still no goals on the board. Ensworth out. Well, it should be 17-3. They're out shooting the Irish. But Jack Karpanek doing an amazing job keeping the puck out of the net. And Father Ryan having a substitution not be allowed. Here's Trex Hooper in front, a shot missed the net to the left of Karpanek. He had to make another save right off the draw. Big battle for the puck right at the Ensworth bench. It's out at center. Logan Campbell backhands it to the near side. Sent back into the Father Ryan zone into the right wing corner by Trex Hooper. Spencer Kern with it. Passes up to the right point. Sent to the front of the net and smacked away by Curtis Newman. Then it comes back to the blue line. Beckett Adams, who had the first shot, takes another shot and it misses. Now here's Spencer Kern, left circle shot, blockered away by Karpanek. Puck came to him when he was all alone. Behind the Father Ryan net, Spencer Kern gets to it. Comes out to the left wing side, out towards the blue line. No, yeah, it was Spencer Kern. Came to the top of the slot, got off a shot that went off his stick. And the puck cleared away by the Irish. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone, immediately cleared out. Weston Herringer with it at center. Now here's number 33 pushing it out to the far side, flips it back into the Ensworth zone. Jackson Malleus-Mayer gets to it. Again, I'm still waiting on a text from Stephen Henry as to who's wearing number 33. Michael Jaskowski with a shot from the blue line that's blocked. Sam Halloran is wearing number 33 tonight. Okay. He's normally number 2. Here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer. Back in the Father Ryan zone. Tapping the puck to the front of the net. Put out in front by Charlie Bonnert. But Beckett Adams had a man, or sorry, it's Lucas Tarquin had a man on him to knock that puck away. Back the other way, go Ensworth from their own zone. Puck back in the Father Ryan end. Merrick McCullers clears it out. Now the puck back in the Father Ryan zone, but McCullers with it again. He'll pass it up the far side. Parker Causey. Cleared out by Ensworth, a 2-on-1. Jackson Malleus-Mayer, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. A shot went off, I think, maybe the top of the blocker of Karpanek into the netting above the glass. 2:10 to go in the second. Still no goals on the board in this one. Unbelievable. Wow, it's still only 4-0 Ravenwood over Montgomery County. What's going on there? Here's Colin Sullivan, right wing side of the Ensworth zone. Put it out in front. Gage Hart got a deflection that went off the left leg pad of Soundara. Danny Libby slapping it down low. Deflected, redirected on goal by Parker Causey. Stopped and covered up by Soundara. So Father Ryan trying to do trickery to beat Soundara, unsuccessful. Draw is to the left of Soundara. Won by the Irish, and a shot from Danny Libby, blockered away by Soundara. So Father Ryan with 3 shots, span of about 30 seconds, or about 40. Puck is now back in the Irish zone. And it's going to be carried out to center by Parker Causey. Passes over to Gage Hart, left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Hart, puck knocked away. Try to tap it out in front. Henry Esser gets to it. Sends it up the far boards. Logan Green whiffs in a clearing attempt. So it's held in, and a shot from the left point. And Curtis Newman was blocked. Here's Colin Sullivan. Trying to carry it around the wall. Got knocked into the boards. It's cleared out, I think, by Logan Campbell. Now it's 5-0 Ravenwood over Montgomery County. 5-0 near the midway point of the second. Wow. Puck out at center towards the Father Ryan blue line. Sent the other way by Curtis Newman. It's back in the Ensworth zone, trying to pass the slot, and Parker Causey gets off a backhander, stopped by the left leg pad of Soundara. We're now inside the final minute, 30 seconds to go, in fact. And from out high, Danny Levy whips in a shot attempt, and back the other way go Ensworth. Spencer Kern, a shot blocked away by Karpanek. Big save by Karpanek after Libby made that big mistake. Put one out in front, Kern with a one-timer. Not a very hard one, stopped and covered up by Karpanek. Jack Karpanek making 2 big saves in the span of about 10 seconds to keep this a 0-0 game with 12.1 seconds to go in the second. Wow. Draw is going to be to the left of Karpanek. Won by Ensworth. Beckett Adams, right point. Pass to the slot, but it goes past Trex Hooper, who was waiting for it. And the Irish are going to end up icing it, but that's going to be it for the second. Actually, a puck dies right before it just trickles past the goal. I don't know if it would have been icing anyway. But anyway, Jack Carbonek again, brilliant in goal for the Irish. And they in Ensworth still tied at 0 at the end of 2. Ready to start the third and final period. Bigston Soundara still in goal for Ensworth. Jack Carbonek still in goal for Father Ryan. This third and final period, Ensworth will carry the puck from my left to right. Father Ryan from my right to left. Is somebody going to score a goal here? We have it, a goalless tie. And there's a shot, score! There's the goal! Trex Hooper just inside the left circle, left edge of the slot, fires the puck into the roof of the net. And it takes just 18 seconds for Ensworth to go up 1-0. 13:42 to go. Well, no goalless tie. So it was a game between Brentwood and Franklin in, I think, of November, I think, of 2015 that ended in a 0-0 tie. Brentwood legendary goalie Daniel Falls last season in GNASH, his senior year. Here's Collins over the other way, shot over the net. Oh, he almost tied it. Sullivan came right in, got around an Ensworth defender, got right to the front of the net and shot it over. Here's Spencer Kern out to center. Back in the Father Ryan zone. Trying to go down the slot. Coughed up the puck to Curtis Newman. Cleared out to center. Sent the other way by the Irish. In fact, it's iced by the Irish. 13:05 to go, 1-0 Ensworth. It's now 7-0. Ravenwood over Montgomery County. Draws to the left of Carbonek. And Jackson Malleus-Mayer with a shot that Carbonek stops with the left or right leg pad and covers. So the draw will be to his left again. One by Ensworth. And Father Ryan turned it over inside the zone, but it's poked away from Charlie Bonnert out to center. Weston Herringer dumps it back into the Father Ryan zone from the far side. At center. Now here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer passing it up to the left point. And Herringer keeping it in. Starts moving down the left wing. Drops it around the wall to the near side. Lucas Tarquin unable to get to it in the right wing corner. Curtis Newman trying to clear, intercept, and there's a shot from Malleus-Mayer. Block it away by Carbonek. Puck put out in front. Slapped away by Sam Halloran. Now it's brought back in from center by Hudson Honeybone, trying to cross over to the left wing side. Sends it to the front of the net. Oh, got redirected and went off the right leg pad of Karpanek. Lucas Tarquin was tied up, I think, with Danny Libby in front. It still went off his stick, and Karpanek had to make the save. Puck sent the other way by Father Ryan back into the Ensworth zone. Here's Honeybone. Passing it up the near side to Charlie Bonner, and his shot misses the net to the left of Karpanek, shooting from the right wing. Another shot from the left wing wall hits off the outside of the right-hand side of the net. Puck now in the right wing corner. Brendan Malloy gets to it. Passes ahead, although it's knocked down right at the blue line and out by Sam Beckett. Oh, Sam Beckett. Geez, Beckett Adams. Good Lord. Got a... No, it's not Beckett Adams. It's number 9. I'm not sure who was wearing number 9 tonight for Ensworth. Oh, we're going to have our first penalty of the game. A tripping call. And it's number 9 going into the box, so we're going to learn who it is in a second. 11:02 to go. Father Ryan getting the first power play of the game, trailing 1-0. Draws to the left of Soundara, won by Father Ryan. Colin Sullivan passing down the right wing, comes back to Sullivan. Passes over the left point, Curtis Newman, back to Sullivan at the center point. Sullivan out high, a shot stopped and held onto by Soundara. Okay, it's Clayton Forbes in the box. He's wearing number 9 tonight. Draws to the left of Soundara, won by Father Ryan. Right point, Colin Sullivan passing over to the left wing side. Curtis Newman drops it back up top, center point. Sullivan a shot off the right leg pad of Soundara. Trying to clear it out was Trex Hooper, held in by Newman. Now Sullivan passing out to the center point. Newman up, had it go past him, able to keep it in the zone. Now it's out on the far side again. Gage Hart now taking it the right point. He's switching with Sullivan. Passes down the right wing to Colin Sullivan. Back up top to the right point and Hart. Oh, and then he tried to pass it back to Sullivan. Went off the inside of his left skate and out of the zone. 1 minute left in the power play for the Irish. Sullivan brings it back into the Ensworth zone. Puck knocked away, but still in the zone. Parker Causey carrying it down the left wing. Getting off a shot. Blocked it up into the air by Soundara, and Hooper clears it down ice. Here's Parker Causey bringing the puck back into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Goes behind the net, comes out to the right wing side. Backhands it up to the right point. Colin Sullivan tried to give it back to him. He does have it back. Now it's Curtis Newman, top of the left circle. His shot gloved and held on to by Soundara. 15 seconds. Second ran off after the whistle. 15 seconds left in the power play. 9:17 to go in the game. Still 1-0 Ensworth. Draw is to the right of Soundara. Won by Ensworth. Hudson Honeybone carries it behind the net out to the far side. Tried to pass it ahead to Logan Campbell. Went off his stick. Emma Causey carrying it down. Tried to put it out in front. It's intercepted and cleared. Penalty time against Ensworth is up. They're back at even strength. Puck at center. And the puck's going to be carried out from the far side by Emma Causey. She'll dump it into the Ensworth zone. And put out in front. Causey jumping in to get a steal. No, I'm sorry, that wasn't that was Thomas McTasney jumping in behind the net to get a steal. Try to put it out in front. Could not do it. Back the other way comes Honeybone. Father Ryan's own shot turned away by Carbonek. Rebound sent past the net on the right wing side, or on the right hand side of it. Now here's Colin Sullivan back in the Ensworth zone. His shot in the slot, gloved and held on to by Soundara. It was Charlie Barnard who had that rebound try at the other end. Shot it past the right hand side of the net. 8:07 to go. Still 1-0 Ensworth as they're trying to hang on here against this Father Ryan top line. Draws to the left of Soundara. Won by Ensworth. They clear it out. Danny Livy sending it back the other way for the Irish. Parker Causey sends it into the Ensworth zone, but the Ice Tigers come up with it and immediately clear. And now here's Lucas Tarquin in the Father Ryan zone to the net. A shot stopped by Carbonek, and he pulls in the rebound and covers. Wow. Terrific save by Carbonek. 26 saves on 27 shots in this one. Bingston Soundara has turned away all 12 shots he's faced. Draws to the left of Carbonek. Father Ryan won it. It's in the Ensworth zone, but Spencer Kern has it. Carries to center. Brings it back into the Father Ryan zone, trying to find space on the right wing side. Tried to spin around on the near side boards. He fell over. Now Logan Campbell going around the back of the net. Tried to backhand the puck out in front. Tried to do a behind the back backhanded pass out in front to Trex Hooper, and it failed. Ooh, Spencer Kern just keeps the puck atop the blue line. Passes it out high. Henry Craven's moving down the slot. His shot blocked by Sam Halloran. And Ridgeway Lambert tried to send it ahead to Thomas McTasney. Ends up back in the Ensworth zone and dies right at the goal line. Icing waved off. Beckett Adams, had it knocked away at center by Colin Sullivan. He's back in the Ensworth zone. Tried to backhand it in front, but Trex Hooper came in and forced him to give up the puck. Passed ahead to Hooper at center. Hooper back in the Father Ryan zone, and then a shot. Oh, he hit the post to the right of Carbonek. That close to a second goal. Merrick McCullers, left wing side of the Ensworth zone. His shot calmly blockered away by Soundara. Here's Hooper. Puck was knocked away from him. Comes back to Henry Esser. His shot stopped by Carbonek, who had to practically jump up. Irish trying to get it out on the far side. It is cleared to center. Hudson Honeybone's going to get to it. Irish in a change. Honeybone brings it back into the right wing side. Gets off a shot turned away by Carbonek with a right leg pad. Puck out at center. Now it's back in the Father Ryan zone. And no icing because it was sent in right in front of the goal line instead of right behind it. Puck on the near side at center. Parker Causey. Passed ahead to Gage Hart, who was over the line, just offside. Bad break for the Irish there. 5:08 to go. They're still trailing 1-0. Being outshot 30-13, although to be honest, there should be about a couple more shots on the board for Ensworth. Still 7-0 Ravenwood over Montgomery County. That's going a lot better than I expected, to be honest, or a lot better than I feared. Charlie Bonner with a shot. Stopped by Carbonek. Rebound sent past the net from right in front by Lucas Tarquin. Here's Gage Hart, left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Sends it past the net. Puck out on the far side. Malleus-Mayer gets to it, leaves it for Tarquin, who overskates it. Kept in the zone. Ridgway Lambert passing to the left circle. Gage Hart a shot. Blockered away by Soundara. Again, Gage Hart has scored in all four of Father Ryan's games. Puck on front. Parker Causey shot. Stopped by Soundara, and it goes behind the net. Was rudely interrupted by that chance again. Like I said, Gage Hart has scored in each of Father Ryan's first 4 games, trying to keep that streak going. This is Father Ryan's 5th game of the season. He's only a freshman. And Ensworth tried to clear the puck out, and again, they call a hand pass. Gage Hart handled it and practically dropped it at the skates of Ridgway Lambert. So they call hand pass. 4:04 to go, still 1-0 Ensworth over Father Ryan. Draws on the dot in front of the Ensworth bench. Irish win it, get into the Ensworth zone, but the Ice Tigers immediately clear. Merrick McCullers passing ahead to Thomas McTasney. Puck inside the Ensworth zone, around to the far boards. Hudson Honeybone with it. Whoa, spinning around. Sam Halloran jumps in, trying to take it away. Honeybone kept it away from him. Gets it over to Spencer Kern, who brings it to center. Now Trex Hooper, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Ahead to Spencer. Still comes on goal. Had to be turned away by Carbonek. Here's Kern. Passing over to the right circle, and a shot from Hooper missed the net to the right of Carbonek. And closing in on goal and having a shot blocked into the netting above the glass by Carbonek was Hudson Honeybone. 3:21 to go. Still 1-0 Ensworth. Draws to Carponek's right. Won by Ensworth. Shot from Hooper. Top of the left circle. It'll be turned away by Carponek. Now here's Spencer Kern. Putting it behind the net for Logan Campbell, hoping he'd pass it back. Campbell had it taken away. Now it's over on the near side. It's out at center. Henry Cravens gives it away inside his own zone. But then it's tapped away from Ridgway Lambert. Then it's taken back by Parker Causey. Playing hot potato in the slot. Puck comes up to Brendan Malloy. His shot fired high and wide. And now it's out at center. Trex Hooper with it. 3-on-2 for Ensworth. Hooper, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Leaves it for Spencer Kern. Kern, a shot. Missed the net to the left of Carponek. Puck carried to center by Parker Causey. Past ahead, Gage Hart. Left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Hart trying to go to the front of the net. Henry Cravens with the body on him and tried to pass out in front to Ridgway Lambert. Intercepted by Kern. Kern back into the Father Ryan zone. Tried to get around Danny Libby, could not. Trex Hooper. Puck in the slot. Kern picks it up, gets off a shot off the right leg pad of Carponek. Here's Gage Hart the other way. Back into the Ensworth zone. Double teamed into the puck, poked away. He'll drop it down low behind the net. Parker Causey overskated it. Pins Weston Herringer up against the boards. Here is Colin Sullivan on the far side. Checking to see when Father Ryan pull Carbonek unless they score here. Out of the blue line. Now moving down the slot is Danny Libby. His shot missed the net to the left of Carbonek. To the left of Soundara. And the puck hopped off the boards and Soundara stops and covers. 98 seconds to go in the game. Still 1-0 Ensworth. And the Fighting Irish are going to use their timeout here. So Father Ryan trailing Ensworth 1-0 with 98 seconds to go. The Irish using their timeout. 98 seconds left. Ensworth leading Father Ryan 1-0. Timeout for the Irish done. They do have the net empty. Draw to the left of Bingston Soundara. Oh, won by Father Ryan, but unable to keep it in the zone was Colin Sullivan. It went past him at the right point. Sullivan with it at center. Brings it into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Carries it below the goal line. Now it's out on the far side. Picked up by Gage Hart. Passes up to the right point. Curtis Newman sends it back down the wall to Hart. Hart below the goal line. Passes it up to Colin Sullivan. Sullivan around the back of the Ensworth net. Passes out to the left point, Parker Causey. Causey back to Sullivan. Oh, puck it away from him a bit. Drops it down low, final minute of the game. Hudson Honeybone whips it around the wall to the far side, held into the right point by Curtis Newman. Ensworth come up with a puck and they clear it out. Oh, they score! Jackson Malleus-Mayer with a slap shot laser from right in front of his own bench into the back of the net to give Ensworth a 2-0 lead with 48.5 seconds to go in this one. Just absolutely slapped it down ice and in. So Jack Carbonek was out of the net for just about 50 seconds. And the Irish give up an empty netter. He's back in the net now with a draw at center. By the way, Ravenwood now up 9-0 on Montgomery County. Just under 3 minutes left there. Irish with a puck in their zone off the draw, sent ahead. No icing. Carbonek, looks like they're not going to pull Carbonek. Spencer Kern at center. Puck poked away by Parker Causey. Under 30 seconds left. Colin Sullivan falls over inside his own zone with a puck. Gets back up, passes ahead to Causey at center. Now over to the far side, and Sullivan knocked away from him by Trex Hooper. And now here is Logan Campbell inside the Father Ryan zone. Puck poked away from him. Beckett Adams slaps it deep. Time's going to run out, and Ensworth are 5-0 to start the season as they beat the Irish tonight 2-0. Wow. Well, Ensworth scored the only 2 goals of the game here in the third period. Trex Hooper scoring the winner just 18 seconds into the final frame. And then Jackson Malleus-Mayer scoring the empty netter with 48 seconds to go. Bingston Soundara with a 16-save shutout. Jack Carbonek made 34 saves on 35 shots. The last shot was the empty net goal from Malleus-Mayer. So I'm going to split player of the game between Carbonek and Hooper. Carbonek with a terrific performance in net. Just got beat by one good shot from Hooper. And Hooper will get his share of the player of the game award for having the game winner. As Ensworth win this one 2-0. And now we just wait on the Ravenwood-Montgomery County game to end, because that will mean all the games from tonight are done. And by the way, with the completion of the Brentwood Summit game, we are now a third of the way, more than a third of the way now, because we played 2 games since, of the regular season. We're scheduled to play 120 games in the regular season. We've now completed 41 with the completion of this game, Ensworth and Father Ryan, and once the Ravenwood-Montgomery County game is over, we'll have completed 42 games. So we're going to wait for that to end. Father Ryan now 1-3-1 on the season. Same record as Station Camp. Once this Ravenwood-Montgomery County game is done, we'll go over all the finals from tonight, since all 5 games will be in the books. So again, the goal scorers for Ensworth in this one, Trex Hooper with a game winner and the empty netter from Jackson Malleus-Mayer. And again, Jack Carbonek and Trex Hooper are our co-players of the game. Carbonek for making 34 saves on 35 shots. Again, the last shot for Ensworth was the Malleus-Mayer empty netter. And Trex Hooper getting his half of the Player of the Game award for having the game-winning goal. And it is now done. Ravenwood have beaten Montgomery County 9-0. That went a lot better than I thought it was going to be. A lot better. So the night in GNASH is done. And let's go over all the final scores. We've got some pretty surprising scores to bring you tonight. Rutherford Rampage beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hills 7-3. Station Camp Liberty Creek beat Montgomery Bell 4-2. Brentwood beat Summit Page 3-1 despite getting outshot 43-8. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb beat Father Ryan 2-0, and Ravenwood beat Montgomery County Rangers 9-0. So let's go to the standings with all of tonight's games done. Hendersonville beats Lawson atop GNASH 5-1-1. 5 wins, a loss, and a tie. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb jumping to second at 5-0 ahead of Franklin, who are 5-1. Ravenwood now JP2 MLK should be ahead of Ravenwood. JP2 are 4-0. Ravenwood are 4-1. Summit Page are now at 3-2. Back-to-back losses to teams they should have beaten. That is an alarming losing streak for the Spartans. MBA now 2-1-1. That was an alarming result for them too. Brentwood now 2-3-1 into 8th place. Outlaws and Centennial FRA both at 2-2. Rutherford Rampage 2-3 after winning tonight. Father Ryan followed at 1-3-1. Station Camp Liberty Creek improved to 1-3-1. Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill now at 0-5-2 after the loss tonight. Independence BA USN Nashville Christian 0-5-1. And the Montgomery County Rangers are now 0-6. And again, a lot of teams are still catching up. Those teams at the bottom are going to be eliminated from contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship before they end up qualifying for the Hein Cup. Especially because Hendersonville have already played 7 games and they're playing their 8th on Wednesday night. So here's the schedule for the rest of the week. Wednesday, 7:10 on Rink A at Centennial. Summit Page taking on Station Camp Liberty Creek. We'll have that game for you. Those are the last 2 teams we have to cover this season. That's why our pregame show is going to start at 7 p.m. Last 10-minute pregame show until the tournament finals sometime in the late winter, early February, late February, early March. 8:30 over on Rink B. JP2 MLK taking on MBA, and at 8:45, I'm guessing they'll start this at 8:40 on Rink A. The Outlaws taking on Hendersonville beats Lawson. We'll have that game for you 8:40 pregame or maybe 8:35. I don't know. And play wraps up on Thursday, 8:30 on the North Ring at Antioch. Rutherford Rampage taking on Centennial FRA. So again, our final score tonight: Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb 2, Father Ryan nothing. The Ice Tigers now 5-0 in the season. I'm Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening. Good night, everybody, from Bellevue, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday night from Centennial starting at 7 p.m. for what is just our second doubleheader of the season and our first Wednesday doubleheader of the season. Good night, everybody.